Yeah, let's get Devin.
Get back into it.
Say it. What?
You want to play some
Let's
D&D?
play some D&D.
Play some
How about we
D&D.
play some D&D?
Isn't
That's
that just
really-
like a start thing?
No, that's our kickoff to get back.
Just throw me a curveball here.
All right, so yeah, you are at the temple entrance. Do you all want to go inside? I think Lesta said she's just going to head straight in.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I will look. I'll look down the alleyway at Val, and then I'll follow Alesta in.
Sick burn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow the rest of the group in.
Okay. Yeah. So as you head in, you've seen some people come in and out. So there is some pretty good foot traffic in here. It's not like a dead church or anything. And as you enter, this main hall is just giant, like very, very tall, probably 20 feet tall. It has these 2 dozen marble pedestals as you walk down the main aisleway, and flanked on each side is a pair of pedestals, one to the left, one to the right, 12 all the way down, so 24 total. And on each one of those, there is a typing in my ear. It's typing. there are. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. No, there are different things that are on each pedestal. So on each pedestal, the first one that you do see is a 4-foot tall working clock. That as you get a little bit closer, it is made of wood, bronze, and other different materials. As you go down, you see it like a little flying machine that its wings will flap and it'll hover for a little bit, then it'll fall back down. But in here, there are a few people that are in like the same outfit, so it's like a brown robe. So what you might think like a monk would be, kind of like Friar Tuck looks like in the Robin Hood. There's a few in here, and then there's normal civilian dressed people that would come and just marvel at these inventions. What do you want?
How long does it take me to get around the building, and do I see any doors or windows that look inside?
To go all the way around the building?
Yeah.
You can't go all the way around, so it is like directly flanked by different buildings on each side of it.
Okay.
And there's only one entrance on the front. There's windows on the top, so there is a second story. It is a pretty tall.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll get to where, like, what would be a natural dead end to this building, and then I'll come back around.
Okay.
And then I'll climb up the steps, and I'll walk in.
Okay.
Behind everybody else, but.
Okay, so what is everybody else doing as you enter into this building?
I'm a little confused on like the setup. You said that there's multiple pedestals, but then just the clock? Sorry.
No, so there's 12. There's 12 pair. So as you look into this place, there's a main aisleway that at the very front is like a pulpit where somebody would talk. And then on each side of that main aisleway are these 12 pedestals of marble. And
have the various things you were talking about?
Yeah, so they have like a clock, they have a flying machine.
I thought you were describing like the inside of the clock. Like the inside of the clock had weird things going on. Okay, sorry.
No.
My bad.
The weirdest cuckoo clock.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I want that for my house.
Cuckoo.
And then there's
The Waterdeep house.
Kenku.
Ooh, let's steal all of these artifacts for our house.
That goes over well. No, so then on another one, there's a mechanical dragon turtle. There's a helmet, and then what looks to be like a submarine, if you were to look at it from our world today. On another one, it's just a small model.
This is very like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is there like a bench anywhere?
There are
near
no
the
seats in
entrance?
here.
No seats. Okay, interesting.
Is it just like open floor, like you would get, just like sit on the floor kind of thing?
Yeah, open floor, kind of like talking, walking space. That makes
So the
sense.
stairs go up.
You don't see any. But there is a wall that is behind the pulpit with a door.
And you said there's some people around
There's
in
a lot
those
of people,
brown cloaks.
yeah. So there's like several civilian-looking people. And
Okay, so there's a clear difference between like people in the cloaks and then like maybe worshippers that.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I'm still hanging kind of at the back of the group.
I'm gonna admire the statues. Just go up and down the row and just look at them all.
And just to refresh my memory, we are here to find the man with the puppet, correct? Because Alesta believes that they're here.
Like the puppet person, like the puppet that you saw, the thing that like looked like it was walking like a puppet, is supposed to be in this temple somewhere.
So
Like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we actually saw the puppet. That was a eyewitness
account.
telling us about it. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
I saw the cloaked figure. Does the cloaked figure match these guys?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
So I have divine sense to detect good and evil. Do I have to wait until like an action sequence, or like how does that work in D?
You can do it whenever you want. So anytime there's like you want to do something, you just do it. It's not like a turn based at this point. We're not an initiative.
Okay. I would like to do that then.
Okay.
Just make sure to mark off your spell slots and stuff.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, and know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest.
You don't get anything. You don't get no sense. It's just normal, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. This is all very unlike most temples I have been in.
Can I, like, look around at the people and just if anybody looks shady or out of place, or if it looks like anything weird, like a meeting or anything, just anything out of place?
So even with passive perception, you get that these people are here to kind of marvel at these inventions. You see that some are talking to some of the people in the brown robes. You can noticeably tell that there's a different brown robed person. Different may not be the word, maybe a higher stature. So this person doesn't like congregate with everybody else like the other ones are. But nothing out of the ordinary, just people in the church, you would imagine.
Is there anyone who looks very much like a acolyte or like a priest or something like that?
The one that stands out a little bit differently, that doesn't congregate, you would get the feeling that they are maybe a higher ranking member of the church.
Okay. Alesta's going to make her way straight to them.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything while this is happening?
If Jax is still looking at like one of the pedestals and one of the things on it, I'll walk up to him. And what do you think about these things?
Oh, these things are really cool. This is the kind of deity I could worship. These things are cool.
So as you look at the one helmet, it has these like gyrating arms on it, and you see a little plaque underneath. It's called the Waking Helmet. And as you like get close, it kind of demonstrates it. So these arms kind of just come and slap the person to wake them up.
That is, you know what, Jackson. I mean, you are handy with tools. Maybe you should make like something like that. And here's what we do: we put it on Makani as she is sleeping, and then we set it for like the middle of the night, and then it comes around.
I was thinking the same thing. That's a great idea. I'm just gonna go back and like study it. I'll pull out like a little notebook and just kind of like try and draw it.
Okay.
That's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, these things are so cool. I love all these things.
So as Alessa, you make your way, you do see that this is a dragonborn, bronze specifically, and her back is to you behind the pulpit.
In this universe, how do you usually like refer to like acolytes or like followers or anything like that? Is there like a particular term that's used in temples?
It varies by each temple.
Okay.
Follower of Gond.
Yeah. Pardon me, are you a follower of Gond?
Oh, well, yes, I am. It's nice to meet you. And
Is she
just,
facing me now?
No, she just turned for a second and then faced back to you.
What is she looking at?
She's just looking at the desk behind the pulpit.
Is she like just looking at the desk itself, or is she doing like desk stuff?
Desk stuff would be.
Okay. I didn't know. Like, there's a lot of things on display here. Is it like, oh wow, look at the craftsmanship?
It did sound like you said that she was admiring the desk or looking at the desk.
Mahogany.
This is an amazing desk. Look at this.
It's a very rich cherry wood.
Okay, and I'm going to be like, all right, well, good to know I guessed correctly. We are looking for a puppet.
Oh, yes, this puppet. I mean, you are speaking of Nim, right?
Is Nim a puppet?
Well, not. I mean, it's not a puppet. It's. I mean, I think the official term is a nimble, right?
Okay, so would like townsfolk call it a puppet? Call him a puppet?
I mean, he's been called many things.
That's unfortunate. All right, I must be talking about Nim then. We are looking for Nim.
Well, yep, he does live here.
Okay. So we need a little bit more information than that, because it wasn't just like, like, where does he live? It was like, we're looking for him. So like, where is he?
Well, I mean, he lives in the space above us. I mean,
how do I get there?
Well, I mean, you're technically not allowed. It's for church members only. What do you need with Nim?
How far away is she from me? Like, I'm at one of those pedestals.
Probably a good 50 to 100 feet.
Okay,
It's
so I
pretty
probably
far
don't
away.
hear. Okay.
Well, Alesta is a very non-deceptive person. So immediately what she's going to say is, townsfolk believe that Nim threw a fireball or some sort of bomb and killed 6 people yesterday, and we're searching for him so that we can ask him about that or see if he knows anything about it.
Well, I mean, you could have started with that. That's an absolutely good reason.
It seems kind of strange to come up to you and be like, oh, hey, like, we're looking for a puppet.
Well, sure, yeah, you're right. You're right. My apologies. I'm just.
It is no need to apologize. Just rules of conversation,
Sure. She's gonna turn back to you and say, "Is there? I mean, just you, I imagine." But yes, follow me. And so she actually goes from the left of the desk to the door.
Can I see this happening?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any like shadowed area next to me?
Okay, so Alesta's gonna turn around and be like, Val and friend.
Val and company, come.
You are not important. To
Val
learn
and
your
Co.
name.
What is his name? Templeton. What is his name?
Templeton.
Oh, that's Jax.
Jax. Val Jax. And
Oh, there are
Ashley.
more. There are more of you. Okay. This way, please. Please keep it down. Let's not yell while we're in the church. Inside voices, please.
Peace be with.
I'm
You're right.
still.
I'm sorry for being disrespectful.
I'm
Grace
too
acknowledged.
mesmerized by the machines to have heard that the first time.
We'll
As
catch
I
up with
make
you.
I do enjoy this as the Church of Science, basically.
But not scientific.
As I'm walking past Jax, I'm going. Did you hear her? We're going upstairs, Jax.
Sorry, hear what?
We were called to go upstairs.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
through. No, I guess I don't know upstairs. We were called to go.
Oh yeah, we did come here for a reason. I guess. Yeah. Okay. And I'll just try and catch up with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Lightly jogging, not trying to run, but
Okay, so as you head through this door, you see a very tight staircase, and they go straight up. So she heads right up there, and down as you hit the top of the stairs, there's a small landing, and down this landing, you see several sets of doors on each side. And then she points to the one at the very end of the hallway, and starts heading there. This is Nim's room. I guess we can head in. And she pulls out a ring of keys, and tries to put the key in the door. And well, this is odd. Tries to turn it again. And then you hear her rap on the door. Nim, please open the door. And no response.
Is it locked?
Yes, it is locked.
Do you want it to be unlocked?
Well, I mean, if there's a way of not breaking my door, that would be great.
Oh.
But please do not break my door.
You are on
Well-
mute.
You're on mute, my friend. Templeton, you're on mute.
push to
I
talk.
would have had my hand up, like waiting for her to call on me until she said, "If there's a way to open it without breaking the door," and then I'll just put the hand down.
Not this guy. Alesta, who is your friend here? I did not get your name.
I did not either.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
did. Well, I mean, many of us are rude here in the city of Waterdeep, but it's okay. We do forgive those.
Wow.
My name is Valletta. Nice to meet you.
You don't go by Val, do you?
Well, I mean, too close friend company. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And what are your names?
Thank you.
I am Val.
I'm Jackson.
Are you mocking me?
No, that is my real name. My mother and father gave it to me the day I was born.
Well, nice to meet you, Val. I am Val. And she points to you, Brittany.
I'm Alesta.
Very nice name.
So,
Who's the quiet one in the back here?
My name is Ashley.
what day of the week is it? It's Tuesday. She is Ashley. I didn't say that. I did that. I would not throw her under the bus like that.
And your tall friend here?
Templeton.
Hi, Templeton. I can tell that you're very kind.
No, sometimes he can be kind. And so did you check every key on this ring?
Well, yes, this... And she knocks again. Nim, please open this door.
So before I attempt to, I can open this door for you. But before I do, what is on the inside?
It's just Nim in his living quarters. I mean, nothing...
And
Nothing
Nim is
more.
the.
He's a nimble, right? Which...
He is the puppet.
He's
Oh,
the puppet,
okay.
as you are so rudely referring to him as.
well, this is why we came. I will take out my lockpick kit, my thieves' tools. I mean, if you don't mind, I will attempt.
Yes, I mean this lock must just have been changed. I don't know what's happened.
Well, you can.
While he's figuring that out, I want to ask, does Nim throw birds at people?
I'm sorry. He makes things, and sometimes they cause more trouble than they're worth. But please, if you can open the door, that would save me money on a locksmith.
Well, I have to say we need to have a word with this person. Are we going to be able to have time to talk to him?
Oh yes, he won't hurt you. On purpose, clearly. Other
Okay,
than
that's the other people.
sending birds at you. I mean, it's
Okay.
nothing more than that.
Yeah. So after she gives me kind of the okay, I'll sit at the lock and try to pick it.
Okay, yeah, give me a thieves' tool check, please.
It's 11 plus 3 plus 3, so 17.
Just enough. And so, as you stick it into the...
This is good luck.
as you stick it into the lock hole. You feel the stop it. Slick and professional, everybody. You feel the tumbler finally, and all of the pins rise, and you hear the lock open.
I will stop at that point, and I will put my tools away and stuff them in my coat. After you, Valletta.
Okay. So yeah, she opens the door, and as you look, you see like parts. So it's there's no bed. You see a workbench, several workbenches, and then just like a gaggle of parts everywhere. But you don't see anybody in here.
Jackson, this looks like a place for you.
Ooh, this is my kind. This reminds me a lot of my workshop back at home.
Is
I
there
like this place?
Nim, please come out. This isn't funny.
any windows or balconies
There
or?
is a window. It's closed, and it does lead to the roof.
So is
Nim,
this-
I am not going to ask again, please. And out of one of the junk piles, you see this construct just like animate and then raise itself.
That is cool shit.
Is that
So-
Don Quixote?
Don Quixote. That's exactly who it is.
It's one of the three musketeers. It's D'Artagnan.
It's D'Artagnan. Nimblewright is in Discord for everybody in there.
Yeah. So join Discord if you're not.
Yeah, so you see, just for those that aren't in Discord, I'll try and best describe this thing to you. So a Nimblewright is a construct that composed is pretty much wood and powered by magic. So you see just this wooden, like, humanoid shape to an extent, but it's not like you look at it and you're like, wow, like, you're not human. You could be misconstrued for human, but as it comes up to you, you do see this red hat and this like red jacket. It like very puppet walk, and it's just like very exaggerated arm movements. And it doesn't have a sword. So the picture does have a sword. He does not have a sword. It doesn't talk, but you see it start to make these hand movements. And Valletta says, really, Nim, please do not send your birds after our patrons. And so Valletta turns to you. Is there something else?
I mean, we have some things to say to Nim. Can we say them in private? Valletta.
Does he speak with his hands, Valletta?
Yes, he does.
Can you understand him?
Yep, that is what we do.
Oh, so.
Would you be able to translate through this what is going to be a very awkward conversation?
Well, he can understand what we're saying, he just can't speak.
Right, so translate back.
Oh, yeah, I can help with that. I mean, ask away whatever questions you have for him.
Okay. Nim, did you kill 6 people last night?
And as you ask him that, it is very exaggerated, like, movements. And Valletta says, no, he did not.
Were you at the... Where were you last night?
So again, more symbols. I'm not gonna say he does symbols every time. Valletta responds, he was here. I saw him here.
Okay, so Nim, have you seen any fire lately?
No fire. He would probably burn.
Well,
I added that. He didn't say that.
Okay. Well, oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
I was just going to say, I want to like look at his feet, and then remember the footprints that I saw on the roof. See if I can. Are they like size, like shaped?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
But Chris is not so smart. Val's
That's a
real
13.
smart. 13
total. No modifier, so I'm just right there.
Okay, you're of average intelligence. They look the same. You can't say for certain that they're the exact same, but they're same kind of shape.
Okay. Nim, we have eyewitnesses that say they saw some puppet, and these are not my words, so don't take offense. Puppet-like humanoid on the roof that shot a fireball and ran away. I saw footprints on those roofs. Are you telling me that was not you?
And as you ask in that way, Nim kind of hangs his head, and Valletta says, "Are you kidding?"
Oh, okay, so tell me more.
Well, so what he is saying is he built another one of, not him, but another one like him, so another nimble right, and I don't want to say it just disappeared. It's just
It disappeared.
It has gone rogue.
well, so the magic of what controls these stopped working correctly, and he disappeared. And she's like, just one moment, please. And she pokes her head out, and you hear her yell, can we get some help up here? And you start to hear footprints down, footsteps down the hallway.
What do we need help with?
I'm sorry, but you guys don't need help with anything. It is, Nim, we have talked about these inventions of yours, and I apologize, but we're going to have to take all your tools and your materials. This is...
No, not as tools.
Wow.
Well, that hardly seems appropriate.
Well, clearly, if it killed 6 people, I mean, what should I just reward him for creating
Well,
this
it's
thing
not
that
like
kills people?
Nim. Well, sometimes, every murder is somebody's child. Doesn't mean the parent is at fault. Nim, I can understand the desire to not want to be alone. Is that why you did what you did? Creating a new one of you?
Yes, that is why he did what he did, but...
Then, so are you going to say that this Nimborite does not have the right to have another, or to attempt to cure his own loneliness?
I'm going to actually say that's none of your business, and...
I'm actually going to say that since I'm in this room right now, and I'm watching this happen, I am making it my business.
Well, then we can make you not be in this room right now, if that's what you
Okay, I would
prefer.
like to see you try.
Okay. Can you go get the City Watch, please? We seem to have a problem in here.
It's okay. If you're going to go get the City Watch, we have at least 3 hours before they get here.
To you, Alesta, Nim hands you something.
Okay.
And?
Like, slyly, secretly, or just like...
No, very clearly. Hands it to you, invisible. Can you everybody see that?
Yep.
Handout?
Fuck is that?
See what?
That's so cool.
The handout in roll 20, you should all see it. It is
It's Nim's secret.
it's Nim's Secret is what it's titled. And that is also
It looks like something from Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, like very
Steampunk
And
Dr. Seuss.
So Nim signs, and Valletta's begrudgingly at this point is saying, okay, I understand. This is what's called a nimble right detector. So this is what Nim built. I hate to do this, but if you can track down the other nimble right using this, we will actually give you a reward to destroy it.
How about my reward is that Nim gets to keep his tools?
Well, I'm
Well-
sorry, but that won't be happening today.
No, we will take gold for this.
We do not need gold for this.
So
She does not need gold, but we do.
She turns away from you, Alesta, and turns to Val. Well, it looks like, namesake and all.
I mean, yes. I
Clearly
do not
you're-
work for glory or for free.
And she whispers to you, I will pay you $500 to destroy them, or 500 gold to destroy them.
Dollars.
Each?
Dull hairs.
Each or total as a group?
Total. Total.
That would be. Okay.
Oh, is she saying like clearly whispering this, or just like away from Alesta?
Away from Alesta to you.
Okay. Well, that is we can do this for you post haste. We will make sure this. I mean, one, because this person is attacking people outside our house, but two, because the greater good of Waterdeep, and three, because yes, the money.
And as you guys are talking, you hear more footsteps come down the hallway. This time a little bit heavier, a little bit armorier, one might say.
While Valletta and Val are talking, I kind of want to lean into Nim and be like, if you wanted to grab some tools and jump out the window, now's the time.
And he puts his head down and shakes it no. And in walks 4 City Watch.
What the hell? So you guys come here like immediately?
Excuse me, is there a problem in here?
There, no problem here.
Looks
we
like there's
just,
4 problems in here.
We don't know this person.
I do not know. She is very.
I'm sorry. This is confusing. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to, Valletta. Valletta, is there an issue in here? And she looks around and she's like, please don't make a scene. Just exit and we can all go about our day.
I'm gonna move towards the door.
Yeah, I think Templeton
Yeah.
maybe look at Alesta and like shrug his shoulders and then walk out the door.
Yeah, I'm heading right out if they'll let me.
I think it is clear what we have to do, Alesta. We do not.
This isn't a good time to fight. This is a really cool place. We don't break anything here.
Because Nim does not seem to think that it is worth fighting for, I will not fight. But Nim, I'm sure I will see you later.
And the guard's like, well, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a fight. It would be more you going to jail. I mean, that's fine too.
That can be a fight if you try hard enough.
I'm gonna pick up my boots and start heading down the hall.
Yeah. So as you guys exit, the City Watch kind of follow you, and Valletta taps Val on the shoulder. I'm sorry about how all of this went down.
No, that is okay. We don't know this person very well. But yes, we will seek to right this wrong and make sure that this is taken care of.
Nope, I understand, and I do want you to understand that this is not a safe thing if this is going crazy. Just so you know. If this is the one that destroyed, these things aren't harmful. They don't hurt people. If this is what destroyed 6 innocent lives, you must stop it.
That is what we are here for, and we will do this for that 500 gold. Make sure I heard that right. DM nods. And there's one more thing before we go too far. This detector that you gave our new acquaintance. How does that work? You just pull the trigger, or?
I don't know. I've never seen this before.
Oh. Okay, I guess we will figure it out. We have a handyman. Jax will take a look at it. Okay, thank you very much. And you are positive this Nim upstairs is good natured. It is not actually him. He's not lying to you.
No, he's not capable of lying. He's inquisitive. He doesn't mean to harm, but if you imagine like a 6-year-old, maybe tries to pull a little prank or two, but there's
Sounds
no
like
ill will. I mean, that's maybe what the bird was.
It sounds like my friend Templeton kind of trying to pull a prank on me. But yeah, that is none of your business. I'm sorry. Okay. I mean, any leads that you might have would be nice as well.
I mean, just I guess use that thing try and figure it out.
that
I don't
is
know.
what
I
we will
didn't
do.
even know this was an issue until today.
Okay, we are on it. So we just come back here once we have dispatched this person. Do you need what do you want for proof?
Well, I mean, it's just some kind of evidence that you just
Okay.
showed it.
We can do that. Okay, and we will be back. Okay, thank you. And I'll go like catch up with the rest of the peeps.
Okay. So yeah, everybody else has been ushered out, assuming there's no like resistance.
Not here.
Brittany, is there
Not
any
from me.
resistance?
No resistance, just a lot of resignation.
I'd like to say that on my way out, I'll probably get like distracted by another one of the machines on the marble pedestals again. I'll just like be looking at it and just kind of stop and I get next to it and just admire it, forgetting that I'm being like escorted out.
Okay. Yeah. So you look at one. It's the red. It's a submarine that's shaped like a manta ray. Has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads "The Scarlet Marpinith, Latinese submersible, launched in 1489 DR." We haven't really set up
that's
like
cool.
year references, so don't ask
Yeah.
me where that is in reference.
No, that's
to
fine.
this. It's in the.
I mean,
past.
is there an indication if it's like a long time in the past or any kind of?
Pretty recent. I mean, the other one of the other ones, the mechanical dragon turtle, had a year of 1363 DR. So
Okay.
it's
That's fine.
fairly
Good
in the
enough.
past.
This
Okay.
seems so cool. Who built all these things? These are so cool.
Well, Jackson, maybe one day you will have something built in here.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be cool. Now I have a dream. Oh, finally something's coming out of this adventure. I'm so excited.
I'm glad we brought you along.
As he says
God.
something's coming out of this adventure, I'm gonna be like, oh, you mean you don't like my water pancakes?
I mean, no. I mean, they're good, but they're okay.
I know they're
They're-
terrible, Jax, I know they're terrible, okay?
I'm gonna let out a big sigh of relief. Okay, good. Because I mean, they're not like bad, but I'm not gonna like want to eat them again. I just will if I have to.
You're going to have to. It's going to be a long winter. You will eat plenty of water pancakes.
As long as it keeps me alive, I'll be good. Just don't kill me.
Are we all making our way out? Was that the
Yeah,
plan?
Yep.
Okay.
yeah. You guys are all escorted outside, and the 4 City Watch have kind of taken up post at the entrance to the temple.
I'm gonna say, at least I am. I'm gonna like walk away and kind of distance myself from them, and I'd like to ask Alesta, that tool that Nim gave you. Do you mind letting Jax check that out?
It seems like Jax knows more about mechanical things than I do.
Oh
But
yes, I
the-
love mechanical things.
What did Buletta offer you?
Oh, I would like. Yes, I will tell you. But first, I would like to ask you if you are going to act like that and get us in the city guard on our tail. I would ask you to not do that because we are not. This is not how we operate.
Sure, yes, I understand.
I know that you hate them. We don't care for them, but they
We
are the
don't- we have
ultimate
enough.
power.
We have enough enemies around here, it seems like, and we didn't even do anything.
It also seems like you're perfectly capable of walking away at any point.
Well, that is good too. I will note that in my book.
Good, make a little note of it. Like underline it a couple of times.
Okay, that is good. Valletta did not offer me anything.
Insight. I want to insight check that.
Okay. Roll insight and Valerian
Damn
roll
it.
deception.
Oh shit! This is my jam.
It's a natural 20.
No, and 18. Oh my god!
Oh, those rolls, man.
That's a
those rolls.
20.
hit it in the chat.
You can clearly tell he is not being truthful with
Yes.
I can clearly tell you are not being truthful with me.
Well, you are clearly not in this for the money. You are going to free Nim of this burden. That's what she is offering to pay you. She's offering to pay us, and I'll point to myself and 3 other compatriots. She's offering to pay us 100 gold apiece.
So 400 gold?
Yeah, something like that, give or take a little bit for like expenditures and such. But you get to live knowing that Nim is free to build what he wants.
Yes, that is what I am doing. I'm sure that that money will go towards repair, since your house is the thing that you care the most about in this world.
Oh yeah, you've seen the house.
Yes, I am looking to get a new bearskin rug, maybe even owlbear.
I would say invest in wallpaper first, or windows.
We'll start with windows and a roof, and then we will move to the carpeting and rugs. But,
that is a good plan. That's a good plan.
There is some monetary value in this mission.
All right, but as long as you don't let the money get in the way of whatever we are supposed to, whatever is right to do.
No,
I'm sure that will not be a problem, Val.
Money is not. Money is not in the way. Money is the destination that we are looking for.
Yes, but not all destinations are the best thing that could happen, or for the better. But that's what you said you're here for, right? Wasn't that number 2 on your list? The greater good?
Did I say that?
You did. You put it higher than money. Hmm.
Oh, well, it depends on who I am talking to. I mean, you seem to read me pretty well. You could clearly understand that that is not the complete truth. That is kind of what we call bullshit. And, it depends on who you're talking to. If I'm talking to the City Watch over here, I'm going to tell them what they want to hear. If I'm talking to Valletta, I will tell her what she wants to hear.
And what about me?
Well, I don't know you well enough. I think you're feisty and you are sharp enough that you kind of, I don't want to say this, but I will. You kind of fit in with our attitudes, and I like sparring with you verbally like this. So I don't know yet. I will lie to you always. That's what I will do.
That is kind of what I figured. Yes, thank you. Well, if you're doing it for the money, at least you're doing it, I suppose. However, if the bottom line comes down to doing what is right, or finishing the mission in the way that will get you the money, I do hope that you know that one of those decisions will cause me to attack you.
Well, I will keep my head on a swivel, and I will keep my eye out. And just, I don't attack just random people. This is not how I work. I don't think anybody here works that way. It's if you get in my way, yes, you are up for physical harm, but
yes.
Just stay out of my way.
Yes, and since your way is on the way to money, I think we both understand exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Perfect. Let's go. Jax, it seems like you know mechanical stuff.
I do.
Okay. Here's your mechanical thing.
I'll take it and
Make
see
it
what
work.
I can figure out what it does.
Okay, so do you have like tinker tools?
I'm pretty sure I do, actually. Let me check my equipment.
Either that or give me like a wisdom check.
I do have a Tinker's Tools, but I have no idea how to use it.
I think you just click it. It's just, I think it's Tinker's
In
Tools.
in D&D Beyond, though.
Oh, D&D Beyond. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see if I have it in my sheet on.
Probably
D&D.
had like a dex check or something.
No,
Looking to see what the actual.
Or
Tinker's Tools. I
I
do.
chat now.
And then which attribute?
Isn't it intelligence?
I think it's
yeah,
intelligence check.
probably.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's Dex.
25.
Definitely
Yeah.
not Dex. It's either intelligence,
intelligence.
or wisdom or.
So just looking at this, you get it instantly of how to use it. So the handle is the wood portion at the very bottom, and then there's like a brass, almost like a trigger or a pull. So you instantly, as you grab it, you just pull onto it, and you see all the gears start to turn And eventually you see the umbrella turn real slow at the top. Doesn't make any sounds. It just turns slow.
And that's it. It just turns slowly. Nothing. I don't see anything else. Okay. If I like,
start to fly.
I was gonna say, if I like turn around in like a slow circle, do I notice it's getting faster as I'm turning in any particular direction, or does it just stay in the same speed all the way through?
It stays the same speed.
Okay.
He's Mary Poppins, y'all.
So I will relay to the group that so this is the handle down here. You pull this little trigger, and the umbrella on top spins. I haven't quite figured out how it knows or how it tells us where this thing is, but at least we know, and we'll just have to see how that goes as we use it.
If you point.
You said there's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
After you, please. You say that there's a handle on it.
Yep.
What happens if you you remember those old like ray guns where you squeeze the trigger and make all sparks the faster you squeezed it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, could you try like pumping the handle and see what happens?
Sure. I'll squeeze it a few times and let off. Squeeze and let off a few times in a not like aggressively, but fast.
It doesn't move any faster.
Okay.
Well, Jackson, you might want to just keep that trigger pressed and see if things happen.
Yeah.
What happens when you point it up at Nim's tower?
I'll point it up at Nim's tower and see what happens.
Nothing.
Well, Nim, thank you.
So,
Spins the same speed.
where are we in relation to the entrance of this building?
You're just right out
The
front.
temple.
Um,
So we're still right up front. Where are
you're
the
on
city
Sharp
guard?
Street. They're at the entrance to the temple.
I would like to try and get a little bit closer, and just ask if, and just like try and go up the steps and towards the door, and I'll just ask the city guard, "Hey, can I just go up these stairs? You can come with me. I just want to see if this thing reacts differently as I get closer to the building."
Yeah, I mean, you're free to go in. It's just we're just making sure there's no problems.
Understood. So I'm gonna go head up towards the front door and just kind of step into the doorway and see if it acts any differently as I get closer to the building.
Jack, since it is an umbrella, have you tried putting like water on it or something?
Do you have a cup of water with you?
No,
can
but
spit
maybe
on
like no. Or spit on it.
I'm not spitting on this. There's wood. That can't be good.
Or like slush, like just reach down and put it in the slush or something.
What if someone has to urinate?
That's one way.
That's what we call a joke where I'm from.
Would I be able to tell if there's any like moisture relation monitoring type things on this thing with that 25 for the Tinker's tools?
Yeah, no, you don't get
Okay.
that hint at all.
Okay, so yeah, there's no moisture detection on here. It's definitely not related to water. I know it's an umbrella, but no.
Maybe the puppet was playing a joke on you. Maybe it's worthless.
No,
I mean, he did have a flying bird at us, and the lady said that he was like out of control. So maybe he's just.
I don't know if I
lame.
trusted Nim that much, but I definitely trusted Valletta more. So she's the one that told us what it's for and how to use it, kind of. So I'm gonna trust her.
How to use it?
Not how to use it, but like what it does. Sorry.
Oh.
What its purpose is.
Oh.
That's what I meant to say. I apologize. So I'm gonna trust her with that, and this has to do something. We'll figure it out as we use it.
Well, I guess we need to hit the pavement and the way that. I guess we need to be old-fashioned and hit the pavement.
Yeah,
So, go ahead.
It took us like an hour to get here, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
What direction did you say he was headed? From your home?
It was
Wasn't it west?
It's
West, yes. He was
Where's-
headed.
So on the
He was
map,
headed in the direction that we kind of walked this way.
on the map, this green square is the Troll Skull Manor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when in this?
So we might want to maybe make our way back, heading back home, and see what happens.
So we're on Shark Street right now.
That is all that I have.
Yep.
I'm gonna run down the road and just stop like at the intersection of the Zoran Street and I need to zoom in more.
Street of the Snapping
Flint Street?
Dolphin.
Here,
Singing.
I'm just gonna run down that far and just pull the trigger on the thing and see if it reacts any differently. Spins slower, spins faster.
Spins the same speed.
Same speed.
Well, shit.
And I'm gonna run a little bit further and go to Soul Street and Del Zoran Street. That's the intersection.
Jackson, wait up for everybody else.
I'd like to see what it does if I pull the trigger.
Same speed.
Same speed. Damn. Sorry, I'll wait here.
Are there any kiddos around?
Yeah, you can find some kids in the street.
Okay, I'm going to go find like an urchin type kiddo. And I'm going to be like, hey, seen any cool puppets lately?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, we got this cool ball, and he shows you this ball we found that's like deflated and sad looking.
Made from a goat bladder.
It's a goat bladder.
Can I blow the ball back up or is it dead?
It's got a hole in it.
Well, I still think that it's a very cool ball.
Okay.
So you haven't heard anything like weird like puppet men like running around or anything? No like secrets on like the street or anything?
Just the one that lives there. And he points up to the tower of where Nim's at, or the cathedral, whatever.
Only that one?
That is not going to help us.
And he
I say
runs
we
off.
make I say we make our way back to my house, homeowner.
We need to buy you a drink first. I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Well, I say we move slow. We have Jackson. You pay attention to that umbrella thing. Everybody else, keep your eyes out. And yeah, I think we move back.
Should someone nimble get on the roof? That's how it like ran away, right? It like jumped along the rooftops?
Yes, the footprints were on the roof until there was no more roof, and then they jumped down.
Gotcha. All right.
I mean, I'm not okay with just climbing random buildings, but if we get to a spot that maybe looks like a place we need to get inside, I'm fine with doing that.
Good to know. All right, let's head back to the manor then.
Yeah, we'll make our way back kind of the same way we came, I assume, to Troll Skull. I'm keeping one eye on the umbrella, one eye on the streets.
Okay. So are you like holding that down the entire way?
I am not, but I would say every few blocks, we'll say like 5 blocks or so, I'll stop and pull it really quick and see if it acts differently.
Nope. Spins the same the entire way.
Can we make it home?
Yep.
Can I take a look at the gun and do like an investigation check or something on it to see if there's anything that's like, pull here?
You. What? So with.
It's out of batteries. God damn it.
Listen, we don't. Oh, damn it!
They were in backward.
Wait,
With,
is it out of batteries?
With Jackson's 25, he gets the mechanics of how it works, but you can give me. You are familiar with magic of some sort, so you can give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to run Detect Magic. She didn't do that, so.
Okay. So that's gonna be a 15.
You get the sense that this is magical, and there's this aura of divination magic.
Well, it seems like there's some sort of magic to this. Like, I don't know, like divination kind of magic maybe.
Well, You heard Templeton earlier. He says he does magic. You might want to have him look at it.
Don't forget.
Do you enjoy making fun of your friends?
That is not a joke. That's. Am I wrong with what he said?
Templeton, would you like to take a look at it?
No, I don't.
Okay, that is
I'm
alright.
just gonna stare. I'm staring at Val.
Val, I would stay an arm's length away if I were you. Just
Alright.
warning.
You only
Anybody-
have to teach me once.
Anybody else with magic who wants to do the magic thing?
I mean, I can
We
light
can't hear you.
I can light it on fire.
I do magic, but I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't know if
Okay.
we're gonna get much more out of detect magic than we would out of what you already know.
Well, is there like a fortune teller or some sort of like seer?
There was.
What do you
Imagine that.
Right here.
Wait, what? What?
There's
There's
one
literally
parked
a
right
fortune
outside our
teller.
house.
And she's a
Any other
So I turn
situation-
around and it's like divination user. It's like a big sign.
like a cartoon.
No, I mean, so right here there is a psychic, in the middle of the way.
Well, maybe we should go ask that psychic in the middle of the way.
So are we back at our house? Like
Yeah,
on
you've
our
made it back to your
outside? Okay. All right. Yes, you guys should go and do that.
And
Where will
Go
you
ask.
be?
Yes, I'll take it over to into the.
I mean, I
Push
am at
it
my
up.
house. I will probably put my feet up on my table and relax.
Okay, so just setting the scene, the City Watch have left. They're
Oh,
no
good.
longer posted outside. There is a very clear, like, black scorch mark of where this fireball hit.
Jackson, one thing, maybe this is worth a try. You get up on that roof that where I saw the prince, and see if it starts twirling a little bit faster or something.
Yeah,
Maybe,
we'll see what the psychic says. And if that doesn't work, I'll try and climb up there.
yeah. Did you ever play that like hot and cold game when you were a kid? Like they hid something of yours, and you go and look for it, and you're cold, but then when you get closer, you are hot, you're getting hotter. Maybe that's what it does. You just got to find the trail.
I don't know if I know that game, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying.
I mean, it was pretty fun when I was little.
We just played a game called Closer, and we would just say closer or further if they're getting closer or
Well, that
further
is
away
the
from
same
the thing
exact
we hit.
game. I just say hot and cold. You say closer.
Why hot and cold? What does temperature have anything to do with anything with this game? This city is
Metaphorical.
weird. The city's
Do
weird.
not
but
be
I
so
appreciate your
literal.
customs. I appreciate your customs.
All right, well, the psychic?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go knock on the psychic's door.
so before that, everybody give me a perception check.
Yuck.
Ooh,
What do I add to that for perception?
21.
11.
18.
8.
That's a 4.
So Val, you are the only one that sees it. So
I like that.
you're the only one that sees it, and buried, not deep in the snow, but since it melted a little bit, you see a necklace near the blast. It's to the north.
Oh,
West.
no. Somebody
you keep,
called this.
Yeah, you keep moving the map, but I see the
Oh,
Waterdeep
son
main
of a-
map. Sorry.
Son of a bee. Sorry, my fault. My fault. My fault. I thought I had transferred everybody.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Um,
Everybody should see it now. So
Yep.
okay.
to the
Yes.
to the northwest
Gotcha.
of the blast.
Okay.
And so just so you can see it now, Brittany, there's a psychic in a big yellow box in the
That's pretty crazy you said that without seeing that map.
it is funny.
Yep.
Like I thought you were on the
Yeah.
map. I'm like, wow, this is kind of funny.
No, not at all.
So I see it. Where's everybody else? I'm kind of close to it, I imagine. Jax, are you heading to the psychic?
I'm at the psychic's door, I would say.
Okay. Where's
Ready to
everybody
knock,
else?
knocking.
I still envision you were kind of at the back of the pack.
Yeah.
I hate the psychic. So I'm staying in the house with Liv.
Okay.
Okay. Templeton and Lesta, what are you doing?
I'm going with him with the psychic. Yeah, to the
Yeah.
psychic.
I'll go along. Yeah, I'll go along.
Okay.
Okay. So if I'm clearly in the back and nobody's looking, I will pick that up.
Okay.
I didn't see for sure. I'm too enthralled by this device.
Templeton, you do see Valerian walk over to something. You can't see what it is, but you see him walk over to something.
All right. I'm not going over near him.
Yeah.
I will pick it up and look at it, and I mean, depending on what it is, I have something I want to do, but
Okay. Yeah, it's a necklace with 2 balls, and this is gonna sound bad. 2 balls on it, and it looks like it had a third. So they're hanging. This is okay. I'm not making this up. This is in the book. It is not in any way disgusting. they're loosely attached. Where a third one
doesn't make sense because it's cold outside. You think?
Oh
You
my
think they'd be a little
God.
shrunken?
Oh boy.
I knew
Hey,
this was gonna go so bad. So it has. They're not big, but they're. We're done.
It's like a professional.
We're
It's like
done.
a professional.
I'm done. I'm literally
There is
dead.
no writing this wrong. Call them diamonds.
They knew this. They knew.
Beads.
They knew this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
there's
Wizards of the
beads.
Coast.
So
There we go.
there are 2 beads that are hanging. They're a little bit bigger than beads.
Damn it.
Not in any way weird, but they're noticeably like different than the necklace.
Okay.
And understanding that I don't know that, you said there's obviously one missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Am I getting any weird vibes off of it?
Yeah.
Other than just that one missing?
You know,
Okay.
weird vibes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and then I am going to.
I am going to continue watching Val, and if he like looks up or like starts making towards the party and sees me, I'll just turn around and start walking.
Oh, shit.
I am making my way to the house.
So then you wouldn't have turned around. I'd probably watch you walk away because you're not going with us to the psychic.
No,
right?
I'm going to the house.
Okay. So yeah, I would probably watch you walk away and then turn around and walk with the rest of the group.
That shows. So that's the necklace, as it is posted in Discord chat. It shows several beads on there. There are only 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way in the house. So I have some things I want to talk to Makani about.
So we could we assume that there are missing balls?
Yeah. So where the chain hangs, the bead is missing. So the chain's still
Yeah,
there, just
so
no bead.
There's only 2 beads. The rest of them are missing.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Jackson, Templeton, and Alesta. You're at the psychics.
And I am knocking on that door.
No response.
God damn.
Well, I'm sure she saw us coming.
Knock harder.
I get the joke. No response.
Can I try the handle, see if it's like open?
Yeah, it is open.
So I'll open up the door and see if I can't. I'm just going to slowly peek my head in and just say, hello.
Empty.
Damn. I don't know if anybody's in here. Guess I have to climb.
Okay, so Makani, you have gone into the house, correct?
Yeah.
So as you are the first one to enter the house, you see the psychic having a conversation.
With whom?
Get this lady out of here.
With Lith?
With Lif.
What are you doing in my home?
Oh, I'm just having a conversation with my friend here.
And you just welcomed yourself into my house?
I apologize. He invited me into this house.
Lith, for future reference, you're not to allow anybody in the house when we aren't here. You can't stop them from stealing things or just being plain bad people.
Oh no, I wouldn't steal from you.
You wouldn't.
I think you can leave. My friends are searching for you. The door is open.
And I would say at this point, Valerian, you as the psychic starts to walk out, Valerian, you are walking in.
Excuse me, Sidra. What? This is unexpected.
Oh, I was just leaving.
Yes, she was just leaving.
They are over there waiting for you. They have some questions.
I knew this.
Okay, yes, I knew you knew that, but do not fill Templeton full of false hope. Okay, do not give him new things to chase.
It is only real hope, not false.
Yeah, that says you. Okay.
Do you remember the conversation that we had? How did that work out for you? Did you test your powers?
Do you know that like a broken clock is right twice a day? Like
This is a very specific thing to be right about.
Well, I mean, we all guess sometimes, and we guess correctly.
I can feel a breeze. You're still welcome to leave.
I need to talk to my friend, but I'm sure you knew that, and you know that I'm going to slam the door in your face.
As she exits, she touches your hand where your bracer is. And you feel it searing. Very hot. Very, very hot.
It is unwarranted. You're touching me.
And what is the new spell you learned at level 3?
Oh shit. I can cast Hellish Rebuke now.
And as she touches you and that symbol sears your hand, the word that you speak pops into your head. And she leaves.
Yeah, that word would be Feigenstuffer is the word for the Hellish Rebuke, and that means curse. But yes, that word pops into my head, and I am thinking and I'm maybe shaking my head a little bit, and I imagine there's like this urge to itch those spots with them kind of burning like that. Like I just instinctively go to itch them, and I continue to close the door.
What are the bracers covering?
They're like little burn marks, and they look like almost like thumbprints on the top of my wrists.
Oh.
That they cover just so nobody can see them. But yeah, I kind of like itch underneath them and walk inside, close the door. Makani, I need to have like a real discussion with you.
Isn't that what we always have? Real discussions? They're not fake.
Yes, but there are some things happening that I need to talk to you about. And Liv, wherever you are, can you do me a favor and not let people in the house without prior approval? And can you not repeat anything that is said right now to anybody? And I'll put the bell out on the table. Ring this bell if you acknowledge and agree.
Ring my bell. Yeah.
Okay, and I will take my bell back. Makani, we have to talk about a few things. One, what the hell is going on with who is this new person, Alesta?
I don't know. I'm suspicious.
Okay, good.
Here comes this girl who just hears about the blast and then comes into our home and says that we need to go help people. I mean, everybody in Waterdeep seems to mind their own business. I'm not sure what her objective is.
Okay, good. So we are on the same page there. Yes, I want to keep a close eye on her. I will say this. Valletta offered us 500 gold to find this thing and kill it and show her proof. I think we use Alesta as far as we can to get that 500 gold. And then, I have no problem cutting her away from our group. Secondly,
I do want that money, yes. We definitely need money.
Secondly, have you been saying things to Templeton to get him to maybe think ill of me? This is not
No, I
something
have
he
said
has done
nothing to
before.
Templeton.
Okay, he has never this wholeheartedly shown this much resistance to me. If you are filling his head with these half-cocked theories of being able to be on his own and he does not need me as a friend, I need you to stop doing that.
I did not tell him that he doesn't need you as a friend, but maybe you should try being a little less condescending to him.
Well, that is always an option, but sometimes my words get the best of me and my emotions are out there. And
Although, we do need to watch him because he can't be just letting people into our home, and he
Okay,
can't also be telling people my name. So although we need to be nice to him, you also need to rein him in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And no, I'm not feeling anything in his head.
Okay, that is all I needed to know. Second,
Are you filling him with things in my head? He seems very angry at me too.
I don't know what
In
he is
his head.
thinking. I do not
Not
know.
my head.
I do not know what he is thinking right now, but he is getting too big for his britches a little bit, and it is alarming to me. He has not acted like this before. So good. We are on the same page on both of those points.
If you
Third
need
point.
to worry about anybody breaking Templeton's chains, I would watch the new girl.
Okay. I am keeping her very close, just so I can keep an eye on her. But thirdly, this is maybe the most serious. I have these weird marks on my arm, and I will undo my bracer on my left arm and take it off. And this is causing some. I'm about to get personal. This is causing some itching and some. It does not feel comfortable. I have these weird feelings in my brain when they itch at the same time. Do you know anything?
How long have you had them for?
They I've had the marks for a while, about 3 years, but they only recently started itching, kind of coinciding when I started to be able to shoot fire out of my hands. So I don't know if it's like a.
Do you want me to try to cure them?
Well, you had just said earlier that you deal with healing magic and you used to help people that way. I don't know if it will work or if you knew anything. I'm just trying to seek to understand what is happening with my body.
Bob, would I have seen anything like this? Like from being at the gladiator pits or anything? Or would I have any idea? Ooh, I know. Can I cast a spell on your hands? Can I cast Detect Good and Evil on the actual marks? Is that a thing?
You can cast Detect Good and Evil.
But it won't say.
God.
I want to cast
I'm
it
not gonna
on
let you
him.
do it without doing it.
No,
I mean-
I'm willing at this point. I have my arm exposed, and yeah, I'm kind of asking for help here.
So I'm going to put my hand out and I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil on his hands. One hand is good, one hand is evil.
How is this going to work? So Detect Good and Evil is, again, detects fiends, fays, celestials, undead. This is interesting. This is great. I'm glad you did this.
This is good.
Where the mark is, you get the hint of it pings on the mark. That's fair to say. And it's a 30-foot range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the psychic pings.
The psychic pings? Oh, shit. Okay, first, focusing.
And so we're going to cut back to the psychic.
Okay,
Well,
hang on a second.
ahead.
So how does detect good and evil work in this situation? Like, is there like, the way I've seen it play before is there's like a tell of what is evil and what is good, and they're different. Am I wrong in that, or is that like how that works?
I'm pretty sure, so let's pull it up again. This is such a weird spell. Like,
yes, it is. First of all, the name of it, you think that it's just going to tell you if somebody is inherently good or bad, so everybody wants to use it that way, and then you go, well, that's not what it does.
So, for the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as the creature location. So I imagine, and it doesn't tell you like what it does, so like when you're a paladin and you have divine sense, you can like... You get a noxious odor when there's undead around you. But with this, I imagine it's going to like... You know when you watch The Matrix and it highlights the person in like that really bright green? It's going to look kind of like that, but it's going to be like this bright white around it. I don't think it differentiates between the different like fey, fiend, undead, elemental. But it will light up is how I would interpret this.
So am I assuming that the fortune teller and the little marks on his hands are both evil? Is that what I'm getting?
So it's not good or evil. It determines whether it's one of these different classes, like races.
Oh.
So you do get a ping off of the marks, and you do see an outline around the psychic.
How did you get these marks?
And before we go too far into that conversation, we're going to go back to the psychic. And it's just, oh, hello, Jackson. And that's where we're going to stop, right there. The psychic talking to Jax.
What, is she on the roof?
No, she walked out and was escorted out. Jackson was at the psychic and as he was leaving the little carriage to go on the roof with the two of you, she walked out.
Mm-hmm. Raid, by the way.
And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Damn it!
Until next Friday. It's just a week.
I know,
dude. So she pings us something potentially bad, and we're gonna leave with her walking up to us.
Or a celestial too. Like it's not inherently bad, right?
Yeah,
We don't
I
know.
know. Yeah, you're right, but
I'm sure it's fine.
it's fine. This is
Nothing
fine.
bad is gonna happen with this psychic.
Nope.
No.
We'll see. We'll
Well,
tell.
she's pissing me off. I'll tell you that much.
Someone's gonna throw hands at that psychic.
Yeah. So I do want to say thanks everybody for hanging out. You know, Ink, thanks again for the 100 bits and the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Flesh, we do have a new member. You are correct. Brittany is the newest member of DadBodDnd and will be a regular on the Waterdeep campaign, which is awesome and clearly able to just step right in and hold her
did
own.
well.
Off to the fucking races.
Yeah, no, it's a great session. I want to thank everybody for spending your Friday night with us. Be sure to
And
hit that like and subscribe button. I'm just kidding. I had to say it.
Smash it.
Smash it. All right, so everybody, thanks again for hanging out. Follow us at DadBodDnd wherever, and we'll see you next Friday.